All right, guys, good morning. Good morning. Welcome to our morning note. My name is Carlos Garcia, founder and CEO of G.A.R Capital. Thanks for taking the time out of your day to join me. I'm on the road today and tomorrow. I'm out of town with the wife. She's visiting her mother for Mother's Day, so we decided to just make a weekend out of it. Brought my laptop with me, so I'm fully functional, ready to rock. Let's go ahead and get started. Dow futures are up 119 points. Nasdaq futures are down about 53 points. E-mini futures S&P is up about 3.5. Russell is down about 0.30%. Bitcoin futures flat. I'll get you the actual spot currency prices instead of the futures. Crude oil is up 0.69%. Gold futures are up 0.66%. Silver futures 1.5% currently. Let's see where else we're at. The dollar index is down 0.18%, and the VIX is actually up 4.37% at 1742. Dollar euro dollar is up about 3 pips at 121.67, and the dollar yen is at 108.65, up 5 pips for my Forex people. So that's where we are currently. Okay, let's take a look at crypto and take a look at the spot prices. Bitcoin is having that trouble breaking that 60,000 level. It's at 57,554. Ethereum 4,117. Looks like it wants to hit 4,200. We did break 4,000 this weekend. Actually, we broke 4,000 last night. Dogecoin is at 50 cents, 50.0372. Cardano 173.37. It hit all-time highs yesterday. Ripple is at 154.85, and Litecoin is at 388.75 currently. So that's where we are with the cryptocurrency. Before we continue, make sure to click the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. If you click that, turn on notifications, subscribe to our channel, like our videos. We do appreciate it as always. Yes, you can't see my face because OBS on the laptop is having some issues. So the most important thing was to get the screen, not my face. So the screen here, when I get back home to my office, then you can laugh at my ugly mug, and it's all good. But right now, it's just the charts, which is so important. All right, guys, let's take a look at some pre-market movers here. Right here, we have none of these that I know of, or we actually trade. The Dow, Apple's down 0.35%, Microsoft's down about 0.5%, Intel's down about 0.78%. They got downgraded today. Boeing's up 0.63%, Chevron up 1%. I've been saying energy, keep an eye on energy. Walt Disney reports this week, they're up 0.41%. Watch for a possible run-up into earnings. Cisco is up 0.13% in tech. JP Morgan up 0.11%. Keep an eye on the banks, been saying the banks too, financials. I do have some XLF calls for some leaps on XLF, which is the financial ETF. American Express 0.64%. Goldman Sachs up 0.5%. Looking pretty solid. Even United Health is green. So again, what we're seeing again is that rotation back into value. What's the value? I've been saying industrials, banks, energy, materials. Those are the guys you want to look for some more upside. Again, I'm expecting that to happen during the summer. To continue during the summer, while big cap tech, Apple, Microsoft, Intel, these names are going to take a little bit of a backseat, and it's just going to be sideways, and that's where we are. So again, I say keep hammering the banks, keep hammering industrials, keep hammering energy, and that's what's been working. I think you stick with what's working. Look at ExxonMobil, up 1.18%. So again, those are the value names that you want to keep looking at. American Airlines are up too, nearly 1%. Reopening stocks have been working well, but yet look at Facebook down 1.5%. So again, look at the Nasdaq, all red. Tesla down 1%, Facebook down 1.5%, JD's down 1.6%. Only Moderna, which is kind of a tech stock, I guess you want to call it that. For the Nasdaq, it's up 1%. It's a vaccine name, biotech. But that's where we are so far. So again, that's what you want to hit is energy, financials, home improvement. Again, that's reopening. But the Home Depot and Lowe's don't really have tons of volume. But again, energy, financials, industrials, materials, the reopening, airlines, they're going to be doing pretty solid, again, as we get closer to the summer, since we are still in May. Wow, May, even flying by. Let's take a look at the heat map, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Look at the sectors. Technology, red. Communication services, red. Cyclicals have been mixed. The only reason cyclicals look red is because Amazon and Tesla are a big part of it. Amazon being the retail store and Tesla being the automotive. But again, for the most part, you see Nike, McDonald's, you see TJX, Booking is red, but again, Home Depot is solid. That's been hitting. Look at the bright green. Energy. Well, we know what regarding what happened with the pipeline and the gas pipeline that got hacked. But again, even before that, they were running. So even with my masterclass students, even with our members, we've been hitting energy, we've been hitting it hard, and we've been hitting banks. And again, you just have to play the rotation correctly. Again, I love me some tech stocks. I'm looking for some opportunities out there to buy some on the cheap. But again, for the most part, for trading, I'm hitting what works. Again, tech is not at a point where I could short either. But again, looking at banks, looking at look at the financials, look at the energy. I think that's where you go. Healthcare has been doing pretty mixed. Industrials, consumer defensive have been okay. But again, for the most part, look at the bright greens. Energy. You have some industrials that have some bright green. You have some healthcare and bright green, and you also have financials bright green. So it stands to make good sense to hit those names that have been working well. Obviously, look at your charts. Obviously, look at your volume, risk management. You guys will be fine. So that's where we are today in regards to pre-market. And that's what I'm expecting. But look, again, all you need to see when it comes to value is the Dow. The Dow is a lot more diversified than the NASDAQ 100. NASDAQ 100 is all tech, E-mini futures. So you see the NASDAQ is down nearly 0.5%, almost. And then S&P futures are green. And look at the Dow futures. So again, that's another value play that you could take a look at for some continuance. Again, value will be that nice barometer for the Dow. But the NASDAQ, again, will be your tech barometer. So that's where we are. I understand a lot of people have tech stocks, high growth stocks. I'm the same, but I'm a little more diversified personally. I have some value in my dividend portfolio. But a lot of people are very heavy tech, which is totally understandable. You want some higher growth. You're probably younger. But again, we're just getting a rotation temporarily. We want these names like financials and energy that were beaten down last year to keep up with the market. That's a really good sign for a bull market. Same thing with the leisures and the automotives, and again, the cyclicals. We want to see them bounce as well. It can't be just all tech. If it was all tech concentrated, all the growth stocks just gaining and value was in the back seat, it wouldn't be sustainable long term. So just a heads up. All right, let's go answer some questions here. Hope36 asks, what's your thoughts on BABA for earning report? I like BABA, of course. I think BABA is criminally underpriced, really underpriced. Their margins are insane. There's two companies out there that I've seen their margins are absolutely ridiculous. It's Facebook and it's BABA. And looking at those two companies, really very criminally underpriced. There is a gap to fill on Alibaba. It's at 222.75. We just gapped down. I have an alert above 229.27. I'm not going to sit here and predict what the hell is going to happen regarding to earnings or what the response is going to be. Amazon had great earnings. Apple had great earnings. They all fell. Google had great earnings, but it consistently stayed up. Facebook had great earnings, it stayed up. So again, it really depends on the response, not what we think. The market really responds. So let's see where we are in regards to BABA. There is a gap to fill. Let's see if we fill it, but we need the NASDAQ to bounce. Let's see Walmart. Your thought on Walmart by this level? I like Walmart long term, of course. It's a consumer staple. Right now it's sitting at the 200. That wouldn't be a bad spot to go ahead and actually buy here. So I'm not against it. Good morning. XLE has been great to me. Says hunting the Alta. You're welcome. Thoughts on adding some more shares and calls? I don't want to own energy. I would love to trade it. I already have XLE calls. So I'm basic. Oh, and I'm not in the money yet. That's my XLF calls. But XLE, I already have them. So I'm chilling. So yes, I'm like 25% on my XLE. My unusual options activity crew with my premium members and my masterclass members. They know what's up. They know I've been counting value for a minute. So again, I've been rocking and rolling with XLE, XLF, the banks, the energy names. They already know I'm rocking with them. Thoughts on BTC breaking 60? Is it being hampered because ETH? No, I think Bitcoin is completely fine, and I think it will break 60K. It's going to set up. I just don't know the day. Buy UGA today because of the pipeline. I don't know what UGA is. I think UGA, of University of Georgia for some reason. UGA doesn't tell me what it is. Looking at the chart, I'm assuming this is energy. 34.68 would be your high. If it does break, sure, I could see that. But again, you need to see some volume first. Thoughts on IWM calls here? Depends on the strike. Obviously, I'm going to go and bring up a 1 hour just to make sure. I would love for you guys to break 226 first. But really, the level that you want to see here is you really need to get back to 230. 230 will get you back into that channel. And then you can start targeting 240s or in that middle range. But 230 would be nice first. Big buff investor in the small fry gamer. Price target for Ether this bull cycle. 5,000 is inevitability. I'm going to go a little bullish and say 10,000 on Ethereum by December. What do you think about JPM today? JPM is going to roar. I have some calls with our members, and it is up pre-market about 50 cents. I have the 162.5 calls with the team, We're gonna probably get that today or tomorrow. So JPM is nice. It's still within the channel. Looks really good. Thoughts on 165 calls? 165 calls may be, well, you have an extra week. That may not be too bad because the target for me would be 170 on JPM. Let's just see what the volume's at. Lowe's is absolutely a beast. Again, I love Lowe's. I own the shares. The only thing with Lowe's is that they never have volume. If you want to invest in it, go for it. When to add more shares of DKNG? Yeah, DKNG was just downgraded by some banks. I have a level 45, and I'll be more than happy to add there. Yeah, Masa, I have a little bit of allergies, Fabian. My apologies. So I had some allergies last night, kind of a sore throat. So my apologies on my voice. I've been kind of fighting these stupid allergies here. I'm actually out of town, so I'm actually in South Florida today. Maybe it's the allergies here. Who knows? But I have some Claritin. I'm gonna pop some right now after I get some Starbucks. Square. Let's take a look at Square. Square right now is on the right below the 100. Technically, it's still within this megaphone channel. Really, 231.47 is your support. If that does break down, then 200 is coming. Will it be a near-term pullback on ETH? I mean, define near-term pullback. If it's down 1,000, if it goes down another, $100, $200, is that considered a pullback? If it goes down $500, is that considered a pullback? So again, it really depends on perspective. When people say pullback, what do you define a pullback? DKNG we just spoke about. Again, if DKNG breaks 45, I'll buy some. Buy BABA at these levels. The level I'm buying BABA is at 220. If 220 breaks, I'll buy some more. So that's where we are. All right, my apologies, guys, for my voice. Again, just a little bit of allergies, nothing to really freak out about. I don't have COVID or anything crazy. It's just my voice and my throat is a little sore. So again, I'll throw in some Claritin, I'll be all right. But again, I fight a lot of allergies. Again, being out of town, who knows in regards to any allergens here in South Florida. Let's see what we get. Thoughts on IPOE? I have no idea what IPOE is. Couldn't tell you. Maybe it's an IPO thing. I don't know. But there's nothing in the chart that makes me want to buy some, to be honest with you. So I can't really give you an educated response on it. You still add to your fundraise? Yes, of course. I still add to my fundraise. All right, guys, I'll go and leave it there. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you guys tomorrow for the morning note. Hopefully I sound a little better. And I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers, guys.